Hey babes, let's do another look today with the Byredo Bibliophilia palette. Um, what I really like is these grays next to the reds. It's such a tasteful, nice combination. Now, honestly, I'd be very impressed to see a strongly pigmented look, these two or these reds and grays side by side looking actually great on someone. I cannot really see it, but I did enjoy a look with the I think it was rather the shimmer shade, just in the crease, and the matte red wasn't so pretty with it, but I really liked this red with it. And weirdly enough, today I'm even feeling a combination of red and brown, which I didn't see coming, but I'm really feeling it today, so let's do that. By the way, this big B thing is a sticker you can remove. Did I mention that? Yes. So fortunately, you're not stuck with this B. Yes, pun intended. Yeah. Let me. There's a lash here from me. Okay. Good. That's a redundant thing here. How will I start? Oh, and please excuse my perioral dermatitis. I'm not wearing full coverage, but it would make it even worse. So it just looks horrible. I cannot fight it. It's winter, just doing the worst things to me. But I think I'm not the only one suffering from such skin reactions during winter. But let me not blabber on too much. Oh, and I used retinol for the first time after some actually 1 week ago, last Tuesday I used it, and now I'm really yeah, so if there is some gross little skin peeling situation, bear with me. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but it has to be done. And you know what? Okay, now I'm already wearing a tint, but let me get into that later on, because then I want to discuss what I really would recommend for whatever sale going on, because there are so many. And this big Sephora sale, to my knowledge, is only in the US. There were also some regular 20% off things going on at Sephora here, but they do it all the time, so I don't know. Let's start. I wanted to start with a brown, and you know what, because there is just the most contrast and I haven't used it yet. Let's do this one. Yes, I think today I will use this one and this one, just because this matte red I prefer in the crease, but I'm starting with the mustard brown here. Yes, the matte red shade I do prefer in the crease. I don't think it's so, well, The way I used it anyways wasn't. Let's just, yeah, let's just, you know, to put it in a crease. Yeah, where was I going before? Yeah. My base today with the, you know, skin peeling retinol uglies. I should have done what I already, well, uh, this looks very sick right now. It just looks very yellow. I also lightened up my face a bit with the wrong shade. This was what I was going to tell you right now, because I had to fix it with the Chanel Eau de Ton Water Fresh tint, you know. If maybe you're not into light coverage, but this is a situation fixer. You see, I don't use it often, but when I have an emergency, when everything just looks, I don't know, wrong, pasty, bad, when things don't mix well with your concealer, things like that, this guy usually fixes. I cannot speak today. It fixes it, so it's a good product to have on hand. So that one I would recommend to everybody. Okay, this does not look good here. I don't know if you can tell, but it's just very sick looking right now, because I'm most likely all ready to pay for this one. That looks like crap, to be honest. Let me go in with this shade. Gross. So there was already some peeling skin. All right. Oh, this looks so much better. Should have used that one. This is what I needed. Oh well. Now I have this weird yellow aura thing going on here, but you know, it's not like I'm wearing a red eye look on an important day. I wouldn't. Okay, let's ignore this yellow undertone around it. That's not pretty on my skin tone. So, yes, I'm all ready to pale. This one in shade light. I cannot stand that they don't have the regular, you know, B20, B30 system here. Chanel is so good and reliable with that system, and here they decided to ditch it. However, these pearls look much darker than they apply, so be aware, it's not that easy to choose. So right now I am something like B20, probably still a bit darker, just a tiny bit, not B30, by far not. But light is a very pale B20, I would say. All right, and now I'm going in with her. Maybe I'm a bit too wild today. Too quick. Do I like this? You know, the yellow around it just really messed it up. Let's blend it out. I really had a very bad night's sleep. Woke up many times, and you can tell. You know, when I'm very tired, then darker eye looks are not so smart to do. I don't know. My face cannot handle it then. As you see, keeping it lighter on the eyelid is much more flattering, especially when you already look tired and old. Well, you know, it is what it is. Usually I would not wear a darker eye look or eyeliner. You know, even a little wing or something, dark eyeliner makes me look horrible. When I'm already looking tired, um, I really need to keep things brighter. If I have to look very polished, pulled together, a bold lip will fix it, you know, brighten up the face. Maybe even a red lip, but when I look tired, darker eye looks are no bueno. No, no bueno. Bit more. And you know what else? These days, you know, winter hit full, came to full effect, and I don't even want to wear any eyeshadow anymore right now. And this Byredo palette is honestly the only powder formula, if you will, because it's very creamy, um, that I would want to put on my super dry skin. I really like the Perricone MD liquid eyeshadows. You know, they have also additional skincare benefits. They look very nice and blurring, so this is what I would want to do tops. Okay, I think I would really like this look, but since everything around here is very yellow leaning, it looks so darn sick. Not in a good way, not the good sick. Wow, this looks bad. This looks so bad. And you know, I can't really, I have to take it, I would have to take it off now, but I'm not going to. Can't be bothered right now. So this is just what I will look like today. It's giving yeah, dead body actually. And Halloween is over, so that could have been an excuse. Okay, this is such a fail. This is such a fail. But I hope you can tell that the red on the eyelids is actually pretty. It's just this stupid yellow shade is so horrible on my pale skin. So horrible. Now, please don't get me wrong. I think this palette is so nice to have. Really, this camel brown shade, this mustard, is the only shade in here that really could make it look so bad. And I think I'm glad it's in there. I think it's a pretty interesting shade. And you know, when your skin is a bit warmer, and I also put this very lightening foundation on today, so this is a ghostly look. Okay, well, could I fix it with some gold? But I don't want to wear, I don't, you know, it doesn't matter. I really like the reds. I think they are scary. They are something that put me off at first, and I'm so glad that I have them in this palette because they're so unique. So I don't think I think having something like this as an emergency product, if you really need to fix your base in 1 minute, okay, and you don't want to take everything off, I think this might be a savior and is really smart to have. So I would rather call this a must-have than this palette, but it's a very nice to have palette, very nice to have. And this is my first Byredo palette, and since it has so many beautiful wearable shades, again, I think I already told you that it was a good one for me. Since it's so big, I can put only this into my bathroom to do my makeup with this, and I have everything I need, and I can work just with that one. Now if it's a very colorful one like the new Vesuvio, with oranges, silvers and pinks and so on, it's beautiful and intriguing, simultaneously very off-putting. The compact itself is very cool, I think. But yeah, that's a tough shade collection to try this formula, you know what I mean? This one is such a good one to try, to really, you know, get a feeling for the shades and really get your money's worth, because I cannot stand big palettes, but this one is very nice. And it's not only a subjective feeling of mine that this would be the only eyeshadow formula that I would feel comfortable putting on right now, as dry as my skin is. Also the way it looks, even though at this point I put on quite some layers, it still looks and feels acceptable. And with any regular eyeshadow formula, I'm at the point where it instantly looks way too dry and also quickly feels very dry on the eyelids. Of course, using retinol is making things worse, but you know, I also try to fix my skin a little bit, and yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry this is an ugly look. I'm sorry, but at least now you know. There is a category of shades that is easily that goes into a direction of natural dead body color scheme, and this shade is one of them. And you know, this red, as I said, I do prefer it in the crease, but there are also some greens, shades like these. When you put them in the crease, they look like you naturally you know, dyed. And they do better smudged into the lash line for a cool smoky kind of look, you know what I mean? I don't think so. This shade, even you know, even when my complexion is supporting it with more warmth, um, I won't put this in the crease anymore. Um, no, this looks like a liver disease. Yes. Okay. Like jaundice. Well, I cannot fix this anymore right now. That's very unfortunate. Should I try to put a gray in there? No, I blew it out so much. It's all over here. Could I cover it with glitter maybe? No. No, I'm sorry. Maybe the gold. Come on. Let's do this. Because this is what I will. The gold will step into action for December, right? Can we cover this? You know, this actually looks a lot better. Yeah, why not? Why the hell not? Oh, this does make it look better. Absolutely. It's still messed up, but at least it does not look like my natural demise. I hope this makes sense. All right. Okay. Oof. Okay. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Okie dokie. Then let's. Yeah, let's pull it together a little bit because I'm not sure how I will organize this. But yes, let me touch on some recommendations. So first off, because this is what we will apply, is the Westman Baby Cheeks Powder Blush Duo. I have it in Suede Sable. Again, something very yellow, which you have to know I hate yellow bronzer on me. And this ensemble is very unusual for me, but somehow I picked it. I mean, it looks interesting and pretty, maybe not for me, but I saw it on other reviews with similar complexion to mine, and it was the prettiest to me applied, especially, you know, paired together. And it's also the most unusual, so it also made sense that if it's the hundredth, okay, if it's the 50th blush in my collection, it better be a new shade. And yeah, so now I got this when I looked much warmer, so maybe it does look off now. Trust me when I say, if you are darker than me right now, this looks super beautiful. And of course, there are so many great reviews and demos out there. I think this is a stunning formula. I also noticed that I crave to use it, and it does stand out compared to so many other blush formulas that I tried, also those that I already had in love. This is a very good one, but I would say if you do not find a duo that really speaks to you in shade, or that you wouldn't have any use for because you have those shades over and over again, I would suggest just to wait for her to bring out more shades. I expect her to do that, and I don't think a new blush is a must just because this is a nice formula. It is a very nice formula, but it's nothing that I would change your life. It won't stop traffic. I'm going in. Let me just do this one. I already went into this one 2 times, and now I'm doing the same, just mixing it like this. All right. Yeah. Now I'm just doing the same bouncy flouncy thing. Well, it does really match my weird eye look. I was hesitant to pull this out because I'm already quite pale and extra pale today, so I expected this to look like crap. But since I messed up this eye look, there's nothing stopping me right now. So let's just keep going. But it's a beautiful blush formula. But so let's just do a bit of red here. But that's about it. It's just a blush. It's very beautiful. And I do actually think that the value is kind of a good one because you have 2 blushes. It's almost 5 grams of product each. So that's pretty, yeah, so you do get 2 blushes actually. I think the amount is pretty on par with regular blush sizes. Besides this blush, I also recommend the Dolce & Gabbana formula. Is beautiful. Again, it's a beautiful formula. Only get it if you see a shade that you like. I think, what's the shade that I have? The playful rose something, the deepest one. I have that one. It's much rosier than it appears, so don't be scared because it looks so dark. Beautiful formula, beautiful unique shade, really. I think a mauve blush is also very beautiful. They have a mauve shade in that, like, I mean, all of these shades are interesting and beautiful. So if you see one that you like, that's a beautiful blush. Oh, and by the way, I do think the YSL formula is pretty, but I'm not sure if it's that outstandingly pretty. I'm also not sure if those recommendations, I know they were, there's a lot of hidden advertisement going on during the Sephora sale. I'm not sure if the YSL blushes were a part of that, you know, that paid recommendation scheme. I almost think in this case not, because people are also very much into the packaging. By the way, I think these Guerlain blushes are so much prettier in packaging. See that? I just don't like bulky things. And this one is also very, you know, it's just, I like sleek, pretty things. And that's something also about Westman that always puts me off, the bulky packaging. And I find it unfortunate that Rode kind of did something similar to this weird bulky concept around the actual product. I think it's very inconvenient, especially when you want to do smaller things with it, and you have this whole huge packaging around it that just disturbs your placement. I mean, this might be now exaggerated, but it's irritating to me. And then 1 second. Oop. Okay, then I'm pretty sure Patrick Ta also. Oh, and let me say this. There is a dual brush by H&M in a soft pink. I reviewed it some time ago. It does not have this end, but this side is very, very similar. The only difference actually makes it even better for me personally, but I also do really appreciate and like this end, so it turned out to be worth it for me. I wasn't sure at first. The way this is made, it's a synthetic